Hey, it's me, Javid. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition on Legendary Difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty, which might go a little bit longer than we originally intended. This week has been pretty crazy in terms of recording, and by the way, this is probably the time that you're realizing, oh, we're doing a full week of Skyrim. Yes, for those that don't know, we're putting Fallout New Vegas on hold, and I think we're just going to try to finish Skyrim with whatever it is that I want to do with this series. I don't really like having two massive series going on at the same time. Progress is very, very, very slow, and it's kind of just tricky to get your mind on two different tracks in terms of, like, massive series. So I think it's better to just kind of put the focus on one thing, and Skyrim is clearly the fan favorite, you know, for the entirety of my channel's history, but also just currently. And I'm really digging it. So yeah, this will be a full week of Skyrim, and I think we'll just do full weeks of Skyrim until we finish whatever it is I want to do for this series, because I'm still kind of questioning what that is. Either way, welcome back. We're currently doing one of the biggest quests in the game that ties into other quests, which is discerning the transmundane. I met Septimus Cygnus, a brilliant but mad scholar living in the northern ice fields. He's directed me to a dwarven observatory that supposedly houses an elder scroll. He doesn't care about the scroll itself, but wants me to use some kind of machine there to inscribe a dwarven lexicon with the scroll's knowledge and bring it to him. Transcribe the lexicon.
It's an honor to stand before you.
That's great. So I would love to work on either two-handed or archery or even smithing during this entire quest, because it's a very, very long quest. So killing two birds with one stone is a good idea. Shout out to the person that left a comment something like, why are you killing so many birds? When I first read that, I didn't know what it was in reference to, and I was like, huh? And then I figured it out, and I was like, oh, that's quite funny. So shout out to you, because that gave me a chuckle. Nevertheless, this quest takes 20 years. There's not much to commentate about. It's walking through Dwemer Hall after 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 Dwemer Hall. The heck is this? Well, first of all, I want to know what the heck is back. I was gonna say, it seems like it's a person, and indeed it is.
Listener, it's an honor to stand before you.
Yeah, so you've said. Okay, let's see if we get lucky with this. Oh my lord, we actually got lucky. Gold, and yeah, what do you know? There's nothing in it. We have Endrast's journal, as well as a couple of lockpicks here. One lockpick and a charcoal. The eyeless creatures took us in our sleep. I don't know what happened to the Khajiit brothers. We never saw them in the cell. I managed to pick the lock and we made a break for it, but it got split up. That explains the lockpick. Sola yelled something about not leaving without finding what he came here for, and Umana chased after him. Yag and I tried for the top of the cave shaft, but one of the ramps was broken. Without hesitation, she grabbed me by the scruff of my tunic, threw me atop the ledge, and told me to run. And I did. I didn't even look back. I just ran like a coward. I could hear her fighting them, and I just had to get away. I didn't even notice the arrow in my shoulder till I hid here. Those metal creatures are still all around me, and I'm too terrified to even move. 8 Divines, please just take me now. Well, that's what you get, because you forewent Talos, friend. But hopefully you're fresh. Nom 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 nom. Mmm, delicious. Okay, you gotta stop blocking me in. That's gonna get really old. That was my best Nord voice. How did I do? Good? Just kidding. Yeah, that accent is pretty tricky. Gonna give this thing a smack. Yeah, so there's not really a viable way to increase two-handed or archery, unfortunately, because we have no damage and we have no perks, and we're on legendary difficulty. Night. But luckily, our Mehrunes Razor and our Mace of Molag Bal are still doing the trick, which is fantastic. We're seeing Chorus eggs, and we're seeing Falmer stuff, which is really not a good sign. There's one type of enemy I hate. Oh, by the way, there's where they fell down. Very cool. Sure, a lot of people missed that NPC down there. Okay, she's probably going to activate those traps, so let's get through those fast. Let's see. Is she smart? I wonder if the NPCs actually have a script to avoid those. I don't actually know. It seems like they end up activating them quite frequently. Okay, so this is going to be the ultimate mission of stealth. If there's one thing I don't want to do, it's it's drag this on for a very long time. Because as I said, It would be one thing if we could work on some of our skills, but we really cannot. We can work on lockpicking. There's other stuff I could be doing, like casting a bunch of magic. That really wore on people in the Adrenok playthrough, though, which I'm trying to learn from, you know, to keep this playthrough even more focused, even better, maybe. But the strength of the Adrenok playthrough is it was kind of a new experience for me to 100% a massive game like that, even though I already did. Even though I already had 100%ed Skyrim previously. There's another body there. Now, where does this go? Unlock door apprentice, and I think something activated behind me. Nice, look at that. Okay, we're getting lucky now, which is good. The heck is going on in here? You alright, dude? Why are some of these behaving like that? That's so bizarre to me. Okay, Dwemer's scrap metal. Good. Petty soul gem, glass boots. Yeah, we're going to save our entire carry weight pretty much. Man, she loves just blocking me in, doesn't she? We're going to save our entire carry weight pretty much for Dwemer's scrap metal so that when we get back, we can make a ton of Dwemer bows. Not even going to bother with that. Well, what's behind there? No. Okay. Well, that looks interesting. All right, let's hope we get lucky here. Wow! Okay, lockpicks are working with me now. The locked room. Yeah, go figure. We've already read that, though. That's a lock... Okay, my God. That is a lockpicking book, of course. All right, let's get out of here. It made the clearing noise, which, again, I still don't know what that really means. Does that mean all of the enemies are dead? Okay, let's do some platforming. Thank you. Also... let's be smart. I did want to actually take that. Torches are in Misk, right? I never actually ever have torches. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, we have Yag Gortwog. Oh, man. Ale and nothing else. Does she have a journal? It doesn't really seem fitting that an orc would have a journal. But, you know, can you, like, literally stop being inside of me? Jeez. She's, like, been inside of me this entire time. Chow down, Grogon. I mean, it's kind of messed up. Kind of really messed up, but, you know. When in Rome. Know what I'm saying? Okay, where are we trying to get to? All the way down there? I wonder if we can take a shortcut. Oh, man. Oh, my God. That goes so far down. You know, just because I'm curious, I really want to see if I can maybe try to make it. So let's try to land on these icicles. Land down here. Okay, whirlwind sprint over here. Very nice. Very nice. We can make this. Gonna take a little bit of damage, but that's all good. This is gonna be... oh, boy. Oh, my God. So many things activated now. So now we're gonna abuse this. While we wait for whirlwind sprint to come back. Okay, somehow they still notice me, and I don't even know where... oh, wow. They're firing stuff from way up there. Yeah, Falmer, I really... the hell was... Falmer, I really don't like. I really, really do not like. Looks like we want to land right there, right? Or no, even further down? I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to land there. So let's... I think we can make this, even with the damage. And where does this go, I wonder? Let's follow this. I have a good feeling about this room. Just kidding, I have a terrible feeling about this room. I have no idea where our friend is, but this is actually a really creepy situation. Okay, that person there is the priority because they have armor. Oh, my God. There's a body there, too. Let's do this. Crap. That's what I was worried about. All right. Let's close that. Okay, they're probably going to open that door, and we are screwed. Yep. All right. What do we do? Let's use some potions. And let's activate Unrelenting Force. Oh, God. They hit really hard. They hit really, really, really hard. That's what I was worried about right there. Oh, boy. You know what? I relish the challenge. I'm going to save. We're going to try to get out of this. They don't seem to be noticing me. Oddly enough. You know what would be the perfect distraction? Wow, looks like we're actually going to get out of this. Excuse me. Yeah, there's definitely somebody down there, and he is being very rude to all y'all. He says that Falmer are jokes, and you all can't see stuff. Gosh darn it. Now I have to write that down. 10.26 S-word. Oh boy, what happened to you, YouTube? What happened to you? I know that they're probably pressured to do that sort of stuff to, you know, upkeep, that sort of stuff, but still, it's kind of very just not cool. Here's Valley. Wow, there's some really messed up things happening here. I probably never realized how, like, horrible this is. There's just bloody carcasses all over the place. They, like, chain these people down and, like, are eating them, I'm assuming, which is horrific, to say the least. And they've got all these, like, ritual things over there. I'm assuming these are... oh, yeah, look at all the stuff that I miss in every playthrough because I just never pay attention. And by the way, to kill any of these Falmer, we're going to actually have to do, like, a fully charged power attack, it would seem. Unless we get lucky, of course, with... Oh, man, they're all coming back now. So all of these are, yeah, whatever that person's name, Valley's effects, which is really cool because there's even some skooma in there, or just the effects from all the adventurers. And that's a great... That is a great little attention to detail thing there. Okay, moving on. Hopefully we are going the right way. I'm not entirely too sure. This is a very scary situation because this obviously is not the easiest of situations. And I also hate when the Falmer take over a nice dwarven ruin. So they fill all the halls with their gross Falmer stuff rather than beautiful pieces of Dwemer scrap metal. Bye! Okay, not gonna bother with that. Beautiful pieces of Dwemer scrap metal that we could use to, you know, build some stuff. Oh, look at that. They're cooking mushrooms too. Yeah, man, so much of this stuff I just never even pay attention to. Because, again, I was very objective-based. Also, I'm going to keep an eye out for a smelter. I would love to smelt down some of the stuff and see what we can actually smelt down. And this is a great opportunity to talk about how Falmer don't see. They are blind. And although that sounds obvious, let's try to squeeze past this. Although that sounds obvious, it's something that I'm sure a lot of people miss, like myself, and just don't think about. Falmer can't see. They can only hear, which means you don't need to... You can walk directly in front of them, and it's not going to affect their detection rate, as far as I know. I mean, this is going off of a lot of comments in the past. Never actually tried, you know, testing it or anything like that. But as far as I understand, yeah, you can, like, directly walk right past them. How the heck are you over here? What in the world? I didn't get myself turned around, did I? Did I? And why also? Why is she there? What in the world? Okay, so far things are going very well. Yeah, so I've never tested it, but I assume that means that you can walk directly in front of Falmer in stealth as long as you're not making a lot of sound. And I think since we have the perk where it makes, you know, us not make sound with our footsteps or whatever the heck, I think that's exactly what's going on. So we should be at a pretty good advantage here, I do think. Crap, and I totally forgot to research what types of stuff we want to... You know what, I'm going to go ahead and do that since I said I was going to do that before this episode so we know which stuff we want to grab, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, turns out that it's the struts, and it is these scrap metals. Yeah, the scrap metals, the struts, and then, like, solid metals as well. Large Dwemer... Yeah, the plate metals work. I'll try to remember what they were. There's a whole bunch of... There's like 6. Dwemer lever does not work. There's probably stuff you can do with these various metals and things, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, where the heck are we trying to get to? I want to make sure we don't get, like, wrapped around. Alfton Cathedral. Transcribe the lexicon. Now, it appears that that's where we already were, but I'm going to keep moving forward. Okay. Yeah, so they can't see. Which means that the light levels don't matter. That's something that also I didn't... Oh, no. Are we back in the main hall where we were... Son of a... Okay, where the heck are we trying to get to? This part is quite confusing to say the least. And I'm not entirely sure how to figure it out either. Oh, literally right down... Okay! You are literally pushing me off now. God, man. Oh, God! Oh my God. Okay. 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 Okay.
Fire!
Bet you thought it was over for me, didn't you? Holy God. If ever there was a butt clencher moment, it was right then and there. And check it out. Whoa! Okay! Man. Anyways, geez Louise. That was a very, very, very scary experience. My God. My God. It all worked out, though. Okay, you need to stop pushing me because you're causing me a lot of trouble. I don't know what it is about this specific follower here, but not even joking. They're, like, actually always on my ass, like, constantly. And I've never had an experience where an NPC does that so much as this person here. They must really, 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 really like me. Nevertheless. So yeah, we're going to keep an eye out for all of those medals. I think we're doing an okay job at getting a bunch of them. The point is, again, if you're not entirely sure, that we can turn those medals into Dwemer... whatever they're called. I'm forgetting them again. I just researched them, and I'm already forgetting what they're called. You know, Dwemer refined medals, whatever the heck the term is. Which then can turn into Dwarven bows, which does get us a decent amount of experience. Okay. Gonna go ahead and dispatch these nerds. Bye-bye. So yeah, the good thing about the Falmer is that light levels don't matter. So I got scared there a little ways back, thinking that, oh God, no. There's like a lot of light here. This guy's going to see me, but it didn't matter because they're blind. So as long as you remain silent, the Falmer cannot hurt you, which means that they're quite easy on legendary difficulty so far. But Falmer are very, very, very strong. If they do notice us ever, we're like so screwed.
Be careful.
Yeah, you be careful. One thing that's cool about this legendary difficulty series is that I really have to learn about the different types of enemies, whereas, you know, on a typical difficulty, you just run through. Like, let's be honest. Do anybody other than, like, you know, casual gamers, and there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're, like, first getting into gaming or just not good at it or whatever, is there anybody that really has to worry about difficulty on Skyrim? I've never really had to on normal difficulty. It's a very easy normal difficulty, I would say. Yeah, but on this difficulty, I actually have to learn about the different types, the different levels of Falmer, for instance, because there's like a Shadow Priestess or whatever.
Watch it.
You watch it. You're literally always on my ass. There's like a Shadow Priestess that'll cast magic. There's just a whole bunch of stuff, and we haven't even gotten into the Chorai yet. Choruses or Chorai, which are a chore to deal with. Okay. Nice of the developers to not put 2 Dwarven Centurions, but honestly, this guy will probably be pretty easy to take down. As we've seen with our other Centurions. Nighty-night. Dwarven Oil and Grand Soul Gem. Key to Alfden Lift and a solid... Okay, this one here. Yeah, this one allows you to make ingots as well. Solid Dwemer metal. So this one, the scrap metals and the plate metals are what you can use to turn them into Dwarven metal ingots. And then you can turn those into Dwemer bows. And then we can increase our smithing. Some people said the iron dagger method as well, but to be quite honest with you, I don't think the iron dagger method works as well anymore. It's definitely easier because you can just, you know, kind of dump all your money and buy all the iron stuff up in the leather straps. But yeah, we'll see how this Dwemer bow thing works. There's also the gold.
Fella, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of
course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself.
Is someone there? Thought I...
What in the hell? Once again, a thing I have literally zero memory of. Well, they're fighting each other. Oh, we still have Berserker Rage. Let's make use of that. Okay, let's see how strong this dude is. Oh no, he's got magic. Just whiffed all of that.
No, this ends now.
I agree this ends now, but how does it end? That's the question. Maybe we should use... if only we could cast Bound Bow. I'm going to try getting some archery perks here.
I'll kill you where you...
Nothing.
Oh, boy. Okay. How did I miss that shot? I have no idea.
Die, you orc.
Oh, how dare
I'll
you.
find you.
Oh, how dare you. Will you find me, though? I'm very crafty. Okay, let's see here. Ooh.
Okay.
I wonder how that works during combat. Okay, the bow's not really going to help us at all here. Let's do this. And all he needs to do... stand still for just a moment. I don't remember these two NPCs being here whatsoever. Targe of the Blooded, but I did remember this. Yeah. I thought, I was like, is this the one with the unique shield? And indeed it is. Targe of the Blooded, when bashing, does 3 points of bleeding damage for 5 seconds. Very, very, very cool. It weighs 8. Sweet. So you do get a unique weapon here. There's Umana, and here's Sulla. If you don't read the other logs, you obviously get here and are probably like, what in the world is going on? Who are these people? Nevertheless, here's the Dwarven mechanism. Oh, very cool. And also, this is going to make a very cool thumbnail from above, I think. People have complimented my thumbnails, and I really appreciate it because I like to think they are pretty neat. Definitely come a long way. I look at the original Skyrim series with Adranok thumbnails, and some of them are okay, but a lot of them are very stinky. Into Black Reach we go, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. Well, I don't know why I thought to take a thumbnail there, because obviously the first time you see this, you say to yourself, holy God, what the hell? And yeah, this is insane. This is Black Reach, for those that don't know. I did an entire Skyrim Hidden Treasures on it where we explored every little nook and cranny and got every little unique thing. This place is absolutely massive. There are unique skill books and all sorts of fun little things like that orb over there. And before literally everybody leaves a comment, yes, I know about the orb. Everybody always wants to leave a comment about this thing because it's a very cool Easter egg. But, well, I mean, yeah, we probably will deal with it. But we have to find a way out of here, though. We have to find a way out of here. We have to find a shortcut. Also, might hear a faint ringing, and that, of course, is Crimson Nirnroot, which also would make a great thumbnail. Oh, man, there's so many good thumbnails to choose from. Crimson Nirnroot, which starts a quest, a return to your roots, which actually I think is, yeah, discover the significance of Crimson Nirnroot. So let's do this. And here we have Cindarion's Field Laboratory. And in Cindarion's Field Laboratory is a dead... Okay. Alright. A now disrupted Cindarion, who's got Cindarion's Field Journal. Cindarion's Field Journal. I've spent a large portion of my life unraveling the mystery of the Nirnroot, and yet I still feel unfulfilled. The trilling sound this strange herb emits seems to taunt me, to push me even harder to discover its secrets. Even after a generous and indomitable traveler became a field collector in my stead and provided me with 5 score of the Nirnroot, I was only able to muster what I considered a mediocre alchemical creation at best. This only served to strengthen my hunger and whet my appetite for the solution. That is a direct reference to the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, where you help Cindarion while he's alive to study Nirnroot. I think same thing, you need to find like 30 Nirnroot. And what you get is an Explorer's Potion that increases in potency the more that you give him. So that is referencing that character, which is 200 years ago. I always confuse it, whether it's 400 and 200. And if I get it wrong, everybody tells me it's the other one. I think it's 200, right? It's that thing where, you know, you're confused for so long that it's just like, you don't know what to think anymore. Either way, yeah, so he was a high elf, as far as I remember, which means he's lived for a very long time. It wasn't until over 50 years later that the answer to my prayers was carried into my basement workshop at the Westweald Inn. The first thing I heard was the familiar tone, that unmistakable warble unique to the Nirnroot. But when I turned around, my heart leapt, and a chill ran down my spine. This was indeed a Nirnroot, but of a variety the likes of which I have never seen. The herb was awash in a spectacular array of red hues, each leaf seemingly emblazoned with innumerable variations of crimson. Couldn't move, I was completely transfixed. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined a species of Nirnroot with such a unique property. After an awkward silence, I finally managed to stem out a few questions to the traveler who'd brought me this treasure. He told me his name was Obeth Arnesian, a treasure seeker from Skyrim. Apparently, he'd been exploring a vast subterranean network of grand caverns called Blackreach and had stumbled across what he dismissed as a noisy red weed. His expedition was largely unsuccessful, and he didn't want to leave the caves empty-handed, so Obeth picked one of the Crimson Nirnroot to bring home. He said that it took some time, but eventually he was pointed my way, and that perhaps I'd pay a fair price for it. Before I could gather my wits and ask anything else, Obeth offered to sell me the Crimson Nirnroot sample, a map showing me how to find Blackreach, and the strange key needed to breach its outer defenses. It took me mere moments to decide. Obeth left Skingrad 1,000 septims richer, but I would have easily paid 10 times that amount to obtain the sample alone. So yeah, Skingrad is a town in Oblivion, for those that don't know, and that's where you get this quest, the original one, for the standard green Nirnroot. Took a year of planning, but I was able to pack up and sell my workshop and make my way into Skyrim. Before delving headfirst into Blackreach, I knew I needed to set up a new laboratory, but wished to do so in seclusion. After making inquiries at the College of Winterhold, of which I was an honorary member, I was directed to speak to Avrusa Serethi, a student of botanical alchemy who had a small farm near the city of Riften. By bartering my knowledge of Nirnroot cultivation, I was able to secure Sorethi Farm as a launching point for my field research. I kept the knowledge of the Crimson Nirnroot a secret from Avrusa, but imparted everything else I knew to her in exchange for her hospitality. A few months passed, but I was finally ready to enter Blackreach. I used the runed lexicon that Obeth had provided and descended into the depths. My goal was to gather enough Crimson Nirnroot to produce my greatest alchemical creation to date. I was certain it would take at least 30 of them to provide the necessary catalyst. This brings me to the present. My initial research seems to indicate that the Crimson Nirnroot has a smaller affinity for moisture as the garden variety, but also maintains some sort of symbiotic relationship with the enormous fungi that inhabits Blackreach. It's my guess that the fungi itself is a source of water, absorbing it from the moist subterranean air like a sponge. This provides the ideal environment for the Nirnroot to grow. Unfortunately, the Crimson Nirnroot appears to have vastly shortened lifespan, and they are in no way plentiful down here. Gathering 30 of them will be quite the challenge, but hopefully the denizens of Blackreach will allow me to gather my samples unhindered. But clearly not, since he was shot to death with Falmer arrows. And also there's dwarven stuff in here, of which we're going to take. Crap, we probably can't even hold this, can we? Nope. We are at our limit, so we're not going to be taking anything else. So, a poor end for Sindarion. Just an elf who liked to study Nirnroot. And really didn't deserve to die, to be quite honest. He was a cool character in Oblivion. Which, by the way, I highly recommend if you haven't played it. I know everybody probably knows what it is. This has got to be a alchemy skill book. Indeed it is. Here's another one. So we need to find 30 total Nirnroot, Crimson Nirnroot. And again, that was the same exact thing you had to do in the original, in Oblivion as well. You had to find 30 normal Nirnroot. And there were varying sizes, one of which was a giant, massive Nirnroot. Okay, let's go ahead and disenchant the Necklace of Regeneration, which I did think we did not know. Oh. Chanting is increasing nicely. Gonna have to make a go at, you know, maxing that out as well. Sindarion also has a chest here. And some boots. Leather boots of hauling. Do we have that? It's probably some stamina increase thing. We do indeed. Okay, let's take these gross arrows off. Or actually just put some neat ones. We'll just go for Dwarven. They at least look cool. Shout out to the devs for placing actual different quivers in the game. That's a very good touch. Very nice touch. Well, there's lots of things to do and explore in Blackreach. Prime among them trying to find all 30 of the Nirnroot, which, holy god. Every time it's just so much fun, isn't it? It's just so much fun. But I did pick up on a thing that I don't think I did previously, which is that Oh, pulling this is going to activate this, by the way. They grow near the fungi. I mean, there's... Okay. Just realized I'm not in sneak, which is a very big mistake because there's stuff literally everywhere here. And that's a Chorus Reaper, something of which I do not want to tussle with at all. So if you don't know how Nernroot work, they grow near water. This variety grows near fungi, like I said. There's fungi everywhere down here. And also you can listen for the ring. There is a ring. In fact, there's one right over there. So yeah, as far as I remember, there are 30, or actually maybe there's more than 30, but not much more. It's actually pretty tricky finding all 30 of these from what I remember. It can be quite okay, that's not good. That is not good. We're going to just keep rolling. Keep rolling. Yeah, Blackreach is awesome. One of the best parts of Skyrim, easily. There is so many goodies down here and interesting things to find. But that's not the point of this. I don't really want to do everything down here just yet because I want to be working towards leveling up. Okay, now how did the giant get down here? Are you serious? I forgot there's a giant down here. That doesn't even make any sense. How the hell did you get down here? Like, genuinely. I have no idea. Yeah, and also that orb there, I think we're going to have to hold off on it because trying to go for that with everything else down here is probably going to be a very tall task. So yeah, you can also listen for the ring. Just like in Oblivion, the Nernroot make that pretty much exact same noise. So that's a very easy way to detect them. What is this? Geode vein. Oh, corundum. Okay. It's like, what the heck does the geode vein get you? I wasn't entirely sure. But yeah, we'll get everything down here. There's lots of skill books, like I said. There's a unique thing with the orb. There's lots of fun things to kill and murder. Yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. But for now, it's all about that progression, son. And thus, we must enter the door. Thought it was going to be to a new place. Tower of Mazark. Ah. That's what Septimus Cygnus was rhyming with. The Tower of Mazark. Yeah, well, that's where he wanted us to go, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so far this has been relatively painless. We've done quite a good job at traversing the various dangers. Now, I don't remember exactly what our objective is once we get... Oh. Right. This thing. I forget exactly how hard this thing is. Oh, man. Is this the one with... Oh, boy. As everybody knows, I'm the greatest with puzzles that have different little combinations of things. I'm the absolute best. And by that, I mean that I am not. Actually, this will probably make an even better thumbnail. We've had so many amazing thumbnail opportunities. This has been the biggest thumbnail opportunity episode thus far, I would say. So, this is where we place the lexicon that Septimus gave us. Oh yeah, I made this a thumbnail in Adrenox playthrough. I remember that. Okay, now we have to do these things. And I forget if there's actually... Okay, again, excuse me.
Huh?
Excuse me. You have red eyes, by the way. Do you know that? Did you smoke on the job? Okay, I don't know if this is actually like a hint. How could we even read it? It's like this, and then this one, and then this one, and then... If this actually is a hint, how I'm reading it is this, then this button, then this button, then this button, then this button. And I feel like that's not the case, but let's try it.
How may I serve you, my listener? How may I serve you, my listener?
Oh, they're open. Okay, only these are open? Weird. Is this actually a hint? How would you read it? I don't know. Let's try this. God, that animation is so smooth. Looks amazing.
How may I serve you, my listener?
You can serve me by shutting the hell up. Oh my god. Oh, it's just the pattern of what it needs to look like, I'm assuming. Wait, is this the one? Is there not a book here? There's like 2 situations like this in this game, and I think I'm confusing them. Is there actually not like a book or anything? I thought this was the one where you have to manipulate this in a certain way, but I could be flat out wrong. Where does this go? Is that where we did not come in from here? Excuse me. Where does this go? Ah, okay, we need to use this because that's going to create a shortcut down to Blackreach, which will be a great boon. Oh my gosh, it can't be this hard. Why does it keep saying to pick this back up? Okay, it only gives us 2 options. I mean, what do you want me to do? These options are locked. Oh, you really need to leave.
Oh, hey, watch it.
Oh my god, can we like please just kill this person? I don't want them to be here anymore. They're like constantly shoving me around. It's really annoying. Okay, that's locked now. What in the world am I supposed to be doing here? How am I getting this stuck this early? Sometimes, I think I'm a very smart person, but some puzzles, man, I swear to God, I don't know how I can get so confused. We're not missing something, are we? Because, like, these 2 aren't opening, and that's confusing the ever-loving crap out of me. There's literally only 2 options here. Oh, my God, this person is really annoying me. They're like,
be careful.
They're like literally always walking into me and shoving me around. Now, why did that happen? What the hell? Yeah, there must be a clue here. I'm just not reading it correctly. I'm not entirely sure, but this is activated now. Nice. Okay. God, this looks so good for a game from 2011. It's insane. Everything about this, the color scheme, the animations, it's beautiful. So that, ladies and gentlemen, gives us access to none other than a titular Elder Scroll. The Dragon Elder Scroll, in fact. And that's a great way to end the episode now, isn't it? Can I take this back? Awesome. Give the lexicon to Septimus. Fantastic. And that's where we end, ladies and gents. We'll discern the transmundane in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you there. Bye-bye. Hey, it's me, GV. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to catch more of me, I'm streaming all the time pretty much on Twitch. Link and schedule are below. If you'd like to go the extra mile in supporting me, consider becoming a patron and or liking the video. Thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.